Hi, Gemma.
These are all, I've left this for you.
Oh, thank you.
That was my pile this morning, I've left this for you.
Right, okay. So it is New Year's Day. 2019 is with us.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a weird way to say it, isn't it? The frying pan is messy out because I'm going to make bacon in a minute. We have currently got a massive leg of lamb on the roasting there, so that's our traditional. Can you keep it down back there?
Everything's sliding.
That's because you've lined that up so it all falls on me. Look at this. This is what she does. She puts it like this, and then it all falls on me, and I get upset. Yeah. Anyway, 2019. Every New Year's Day we have a leg of lamb for dinner, so I'm going to point the camera at the oven because I did earlier try to film the oven and everything went steamy. But we're going to have that with red wine. We're going to have that with red wine gravy, and the camera battery is running out. And this camera battery is running out too. Oh no! Yeah, anyway, let me go and get another one. Ah, I do have one that's got some charge left in it. Yeah, about that, we're going on holiday in 6 days. 6 days. So of course, what do you do before you go on holiday? Panic, run around the house trying to get everything ready, and then I remembered last night that hey, all the cameras are still full of video. Look at my hair as well. All the cameras are still full of video from the last trip. All the cameras, all the memory cards. I do have 2 new memory cards, so this video is actually a double purpose. One, it's weekly vlog number 1 for 2019. I'm going to start the numbering again because it gets confusing otherwise. And 2, it's a good chance for me to try the new memory cards that I got in the sales from Black Friday. I also just ordered a new GoPro because our old one is now...
How old?
2015, so it's 4 years old nearly.
Yeah,
our old one was a Hero 3 White and it was very shaky, so if you watched our first trip, I was not happy with the footage off that camera, ever. But when I set it up right, and when I edited it right, I liked the picture quality, I just didn't like the fact that it wasn't steady. And of course I loved it when we used it in Discovery Cove underwater. So I've gone for the Hero 7 Black, which would turn up on Thursday. I also bought a new memory card and a new battery. I have to say GoPro thumbs up for pricing your batteries at just a little bit above what like the aftermarket batteries cost. Because aftermarket batteries tend to cost like £10 and Canon batteries, for example, cost upwards of 50. GoPro don't seem to have done that unless I bought from a dodgy seller. I'll check that in a minute. Anyway, enough about cameras. Oh, Gemma's just got all my camera equipment out.
You said you wanted it anyway.
So I need to start sorting that later because we'll need things like handles, straps, mounts, batteries, memory cards, cases, blancmange, chest straps. I might possibly consider recording on a SeaWorld or Bush roller coaster. Haven't decided that yet. Not a huge fan of them, to be honest. I'm not that bothered about doing that.
You're not a huge fan of recording a roller coaster, not a huge
That's yes, I do like the footage, absolutely. I just don't like recording it myself. I'd rather not have to worry about a camera. Yeah, I'd rather just not have to worry about a camera, to be honest.
Like you didn't like the roller coasters in SeaWorld and Bush.
Oh no, I do like the super roller coasters.
You do like the roller coasters in SeaWorld and Bush. Sorry, I'm making loads of noise.
You are again.
The Christmas tree is going away today.
Yeah, that's right. We are putting the tree away today because we're going to have a busy week ahead of us, so we can't leave that out.
Can't stay up.
It can't stay up because obviously it will end up being last minute. We'll be running around packing our bags and trying to put away a Christmas tree. We're going to get a new Christmas tree next year, but we are going to put this one away and store it just in case we don't find anything we like. But I can see now that we got it from B&Q, so I think there will be a Christmas trip to B&Q next November. So look forward to that in whatever weekly vlog that happens to be.
I might look on the sales.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. So I did actually consider not doing the weekly vlogs again just because it's a bit of effort.
And sometimes you just don't do anything.
Exactly. But what I've decided to do is, much like last year, when we do something, we'll put a weekly vlog out. Maybe we'll rename them. Maybe 2 occasional vlogs. No, we did that before and ended up doing about 3. Weekend vlogs.
Oh, we've done that before.
Yeah,
as well.
And it's not always weekend as well, because we did like a week off, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll just leave it as weekly vlogs for now, and if we decide, we'll decide.
Vlogs.
Vlogs, yeah.
There you go.
Maybe we just put like a what we did in the description.
Just vlogs.
Just vlogs.
Yeah, just.
Goodbye, tree. Does feel a bit wrong taking it down on the first, doesn't it?
It feels horrible.
We do.
It was hard. Trying to find all the chocolates, so I love them.
Yeah, I can't remember how many we had. I don't think we had many, did we?
No, I think we only had one.
I think Matt had one, and I had one. I had two.
And Deb
One of the
one, I think.
yeah, one of the two that I had was never even on the tree because it didn't have a string. I can just see a string hanging up there with
I've just
nothing.
found that one.
Oh, okay, good.
It was on the just lying on the branch underneath.
Smashing. As far as the winter village, we're probably just going to leave that up for Matthew to play with while we're on holiday. He's looking after the house while we go away. So I'll take that all down when I've got a bit more time because it is quite time consuming. And I'm quite happy to have Lego up in the house, so, as you might have noticed. We're having a catch up day watching Adventure with the Allens Travel Day. We're going to watch as many travel days as we can today because there's quite a lot of new stuff on YouTube and we've missed it. And I'm going to cook some bacon. Let's not get that pan too hot. That was some good bacon. Also, this guy's checking out our garden. He's been around marking every single tree. So there's our lovely lamb all ready to eat, and Gemma's just put some spuds on. I'm going to do some veggies, some Yorkshire puddings and some roast potatoes with those spuds. So from this point on, it's cooking time. We've watched a lot of travel day vlogs today. It's been good fun, getting us excited for next week. My trick to good roasties. The oven hot as it goes. Lots of oil in there, so it gets super hot. It has to be like so hot that when you put the potatoes in they sizzle, and same for the Yorkshire puds as well. So my potatoes are off the boil now, and I've given the pan a shake, and that gets you nice fluffy edges, and then when you put them in the oven, the fluffy, that's easy for me to say, the fluffy edges go crisp and crumbly. We sometimes put flour or spices on these as well, but today we're just doing them as they come. That's what we wanted. Just going to drip some oil over the tops of them now, spread them out a bit evenly. So our roasts are back in the oven. So I am going to work on the Yorkshire pudding batter now. I need Eggos. Not Eggos, eggs. There's only one egg in this box. And some milk. Yeah, we've just got one egg. I'll go and get another one. 2 eggs. Need a splash of milk, a splash of water, 80 grams ish of flour, salt and pepper. Put it all in a jug. Mix it. Easy as that. Most recipes call for 1 egg, but we find that if you put 2 eggs in, it rises much better and they taste nicely. The eggs are in, my milk's in, my water's in, I've put my salt and pepper in, and now it's time to use the worst whisk in the world. We keep breaking whisks, so we got a silicone one, but it's rubbish. Forgot to say as well, potatoes on for about 40 minutes, or until they look ready. Just turn the spuds over and drop the temperature in the oven by 10 degrees, because they were cooking very quickly. Gem's on gravy and meat cutting duties, and I'm going to put the Yorkshire pudding batter in the Yorkshire pudding tray. Batter time. Oil's not hot enough again. It'll do though, they'll rise, probably. Well, I can hear them hissing now, and see them. A couple of them are going to be monsters. I generally have 2 types of Yorkshire pudding. One is like a big ball, and one is a dinosaur's foot. About 14 minutes to go on, Gemma started the gravy. And the veggies are all on. They'll probably need to come off before 14 minutes is up, I imagine. We often use the water from the veggies to make the gravy if there's time. I did turn over the potatoes again as well. In the meantime, I also sorted out the car rental for the trip next week. We are hiring a full-size car. So something like Ford Fusion, Dodge Charger, Toyota Camry, I think. And I've managed to do Alamo and skip the line again. I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to be able to skip the line because we booked through a different person this time. But it was fine, managed to do it. So that should be helpful for us a week yesterday when we are in Florida. Exciting. And we are done, not too bad. Those potatoes are a little on the cooked side, shall we say, but we quite like them like that. My Yorkshire turned out okay. They're not the best I've ever made, but they'll do. I'm doing something wrong of late, so I need to look at what I'm doing. But I like them when they rise like crazy, and they aren't doing that at the minute. And we have mine the gravy came out alright as well, so we're going to tuck into this now. Of course, because I am a northern fella, I do like lots and lots of gravy. Well, we spent the whole day watching vlogs and relaxing. Lots of travel days from lots of people who we hadn't watched before. And we got the kitties down, and we had our lamb dinner that was lovely. I'm going to end the night with some mature cheddar with black sheep ale. And some sun-dried tomato crostini. So that was New Year's Day. It is Thursday now, and we are preparing to do a little bit of a live stream. Just to do a pre-trip. I can never say this first time. A pre-trip chat. So that's going live in about an hour and a half. No, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It's going up by this time. It'll be next Saturday. I need to get something. Oh, by the way, we're now on the new GoPro. So this is probably about the only chance I'll get to test it before we go away. It arrived this morning. I was going to do the full unboxing thing, but then I thought, yeah. This is the microphone that we use when we're doing live streams and chats with the camera, although we haven't used it in quite some time. This is a Blue Yeti sneeze ball.
Excuse me.
Blue Yeti snowball. You okay, Jem?
Yeah.
Gemma's here. Got your nice t-shirt on, haven't you? We've got kitties here as well. Oh, I'm not used to this because this GoPro has a screen on the back of it. My old GoPro did not. In fact, the old GoPro is still around here somewhere.
The screen's just gone off on the back of it. Does that happen?
Yeah, it goes off, but you can touch it to bring it back on again.
Just check them.
That's the old GoPro. So this did our first 2 trips and some of the fourth one. Didn't use it at all, I think. Oh no, we used it to do Discovery Cove on the 2017 trip, didn't we? And that was when we probably enjoyed using it the most. But this one required like a housing to put around it, so when it was raining, the sound was terrible. Whereas I'm hoping this one doesn't require a housing to go around it, so the sound should stay as good as it gets with the GoPro, which isn't always brilliant. This one also didn't have any image stabilization on it, so when you used to watch those videos, you'd see us going as we're walking along. Whereas this one has hyper smooth image stabilization. I'm going to do well with this live stream tonight, and I can't speak. Yeah, it's got hyper smooth.
A drunk.
It's got hyper smooth stabilization. I got it out there in the end, which means it's not a gimbal, but it is all digital smoothing rather than a gimbal being mechanical smoothing. Because we did look at getting the DJI Osmo, but we've seen a few people reporting, including Carmen from Peas and Carrots, reporting that their DJI Osmos are actually breaking completely. So we thought we'd go with the GoPro this time. Because we actually did want something that had a bit of weatherproofing just in case we have a trip like we had in 2018 where we were reliant on this thing and you couldn't hear us for some of the trip. Or we were reliant on just not video recording at all. And this one can be used in the pool as well. Not sure if I would want to use it in the pool because the last GoPro was quite cheap, this one wasn't. But yeah, anyway, enough talking about cameras because I could do that for hours because I'm a nerd. So the other things I need to get set up for the live stream are a big table and a second laptop. Hello, it is Saturday. We seem to be doing every other day vlogging at the minute. All for one big video. Not every other day uploading because I'm too lazy for that. So yeah, Saturday. I'm not using the GoPro now. Opinions are a bit mixed on the quality of the footage. Still learning with it. Low light is always an issue with GoPro, so I think that was 90% of my problems with it. The other 10% was this handle. When I move, you hear that rattles all the way up the shaft of the handle and into the microphone of the GoPro. So I'm going to look while we're in Florida for the official handle, which has got like a rubberized grip, so that should not be an issue with that, or a third-party version that does the same. I've tested it for waterproof. It is waterproof. For waterproofing, it is waterproof. So that's good. Also the battery does drain when you're using Wi-Fi, but that's another standard for GoPros. The answer to that is to turn the wireless connection off unless you need it. and that should be okay. But we'll see how we get on. No, it's turned off. Anyway, yeah, so Saturday. Gemma is being dropped off at work. It's her last day in work. My last day was yesterday. So I have lots of things to do today. Number one is to take the lights out of the window because they're still up. That's the last of the remaining Christmas decorations other than the Lego village. Number two is to pack. Now when I'm packing, I have to pack both my clothes suitcase, which I'm not too worried about because that takes a few minutes, and my camera's suitcase, which I'm a bit more worried about because that takes significantly longer. I'm cutting back on cameras again this year. So last year I took this G7X, I took our Panasonic TZ60, and I took the GoPro. This year I'm taking the G7X and the GoPro, so the Panasonic is out. My thoughts on that being that if the G7X does have any problems, now the new GoPro should be more than capable of handling nice and steady video, and if that isn't capable of handling nice and steady video, we can fall back to using mobile phones. Mobile phones I like, so I like when I'm going shopping and stuff because they're a little bit more normal to see when I'm walking around town in Liverpool. Not so worried about that in theme parks, so yeah, there we go. I need to do some more tidying, as we always do in our house. Apparently YouTube in 2018, the big thing was people who just did tidying videos. I reckon we could probably be the most popular channel on the internet if I just filmed every time I tidied, because we're so efficient at messing it all back up again. Kitchen looks like a bomb hit it. So, I am watching the Yogscast stream. I am sorting out camera equipment. My shoes are on the table for some reason. That's bad luck, isn't it? Let's not tempt fate. I'm also testing GoPro for time-lapse photography because we did this on like our second trip and it was fun, and we had time-lapses of us packing and stuff, so I thought I'd have a play with it now. One of my favourite features of the GoPro, I don't know why I'm so aggressively pointing, is that it does really good time-lapses, so yeah. Right, the pile is growing. Found my chest mount, found my wrist mount. This wrist mount is the one that didn't break, because if you were an avid viewer of ours, you would have known that I broke one of these in our first trip, and this is its replacement. Nice thing being, if this one ever breaks at the same place, I can just take this top part off and pop one of these ones on instead. And these mount onto the bottom of your GoPro, which I can demonstrate with the old case here, like so. Anyway, enough camera. This video has just gone from New Year to camera nerdism, hasn't it? So yeah, found some USB-C cables. Actually, that's a brand new one. Got another one there. I'll take a few of those because they're always handy to have more. And the new GoPro uses one of those USB-Cs, so that's good. Unfortunately, the G7X and those batteries that you get, you know, the range extendy things, the ones you take and put in your bag to charge your phone up, they don't charge using a USB-C. I did consider buying one, but then I thought for the extra cost I'll just take a USB-C cable or two. I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to take the hard disk thing for the backup of the videos. It sounds like it probably would be a good idea now that I've just mentioned it. And in the meantime, I'm in the kitchen warming my dinner up. Some soup and one of those tubs of soup that I usually get. Made a pretty good start on all that packaging of the camera stuff. That's the thing I'm most worried about, because it takes a long time. So yeah, I'm doing pretty well on that, so I might stop now to do some pops, but I would like to maybe get the bag and at least start getting it packed. I haven't done a checklist this year as well. I need to do that because that'll probably highlight something I've forgotten. My intention is to put as many of the cables and things from the cameras in the big case so I don't have to carry them around in the rucksack while we're flying, because the last time we went on holiday at security, anything bigger than a mobile phone had to come out of the bag, so I was taking out batteries. I mean, you have to put batteries in the hand luggage, that's a given, but I was taking out like my iPad, which again has to go in the case. But yeah, I'm cutting back on things should help me there, and at least I'll know and be ready and have them on the top, whereas the last time I wasn't ready and everything was at the bottom of the case. Hello, Gemma.
Hello, Ma.
You're home.
I'm home.
Which means?
I'm home. Beer time? It's tea time? It's 5:30? does it mean? Oh, that's 2 days ago we went to Florida.
Yes.
Oh, right.
That took far longer than it should have done.
It took far longer on purpose.
Just trying to make it harder for me to edit, aren't you?
Yeah.
I can edit all your rubbish out and just keep the good stuff in there. Like me talking about cameras for 12 hours.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so we're both done with work now, aren't we?
Yes, all done with work.
So packing tomorrow and then going on Monday.
Yeah.
The end. Bye. Now we'll try and do a little bit more vlogging for this for tomorrow as well, but it does mean me editing it tomorrow, so it might be a bit rushed.
You're trying to pack first thing.
Yeah.
We
could do another packy time lapse. People liked that. If we bring them down and do all of our packing.
What's the side of the living room first?
Well, I did some earlier and the living room wasn't tidy, so we're fine. Come on, it's our house. Everyone knows it's not tidy.
Yeah, but Matthew's come and say it needs a hoover at least. It's not too bad actually because the fireplace is all done.
Alright.
I did all that to stick the decoration. It literally just needs a hoover, that's all.
Okay.
It isn't actually too bad for us.
I would say that we're having party food that was left over from Christmas for our dinner tonight, but we actually bought some extra because we didn't have much over Christmas.
It's left over from Christmas in the supermarket.
Yeah, true. These are the weirdest cheese straws. They came in a big sheet and Gemma had to snap them all one by one. Oh no, now there's cheese everywhere. It's a cheese explosion.
Cheese!
And Matthew doesn't know about this yet, Gemma's brother, but we bought this beer called something Death.
Dark Death, I think it's called.
Death. I'm going to try one probably tonight. We bought two because they were on half price, and we bought him one as well. It's a oatmeal stout with Naga chili in it.
Naga chili?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so I had to record this. I'm going to try Fallen Angel Black Death. This is the oatmeal stout with Naga chili in it. Now the beer itself is only 4.5%, but it did come with a glass that looks like that. Let's give it a whirl. So it's a stout, so it's going to be dark. We're prepared for that. It's very watery though. That's Bud Line Flat. Best before in May 2019 though.
Yes, the chilies.
I can smell the chili. It also smells quite vinegary on the nose. There's chili in it. It's very warm, but as a beer it's awful. It's hot, but it's not a nice beer.
Doesn't sound nice.
It smells like it was kept badly. And it's gone slightly vinegary, so I think it's off.
Is it extreme chili hot though?
Try it.
No, it's vegan. That's why it tastes like it does. Because that vegan beer I had in Brewdog was horrible. And it was flat and it was a bit vinegary. There must be something to do to it when they're making it vegan.
That was disappointing, quite frankly. We bought 2 bottles of...
Sorry, the other one's not for you.
Yeah. The chili keeps kicking.
It does say it's quite hot. Well,
it's not as hot as the...
to be fair, you got it in the sale in the glasses, so it's too
yeah,
bad.
it's not as hot as the Carolina Reaper one I had in...
That was lovely though.
Yeah, that was a nice beer though. That's not a nice beer, that's a bad beer.
Yeah, it smells disgusting.
I would give that half a star out of 5.
You're going to put it on Untapped?
Yep. That's why I bought it. Good morning, Gemma.
Good morning.
It's Sunday.
It is. Excuse this mess. That is me today.
It's alright, I've just zoomed into your face.
Don't zoom into your face, Jesus. Just scare everyone will lose subscribers. This is pre-holiday mess.
Yeah, and I'm in my usual pre-holiday. My usual just general mess.
I'm just enjoying the bucket of coffee Mark's made me. I don't use this mug very often. I love this mug because it's Haunted Mansion. It's massive. I'm going to be bouncing off the walls.
Well, that's the idea. If I fill you up with coffee, then you'll bounce off the walls and get all the packing done really quick.
I need to hoover in here first, and then pack, and then shower, and then do my nails.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to pack down here or pack upstairs?
Well, I was thinking upstairs would be easier.
Okay.
The clothes are upstairs rather than carrying.
Well, yours are upstairs, mine are all down here.
Well, we need to tidy this living room because we can't bring cases down.
Okay then.
Living room,
so we've made a rocketing start, haven't we? It's now 12 o'clock lunchtime, and we both had a lie-in.
Yeah, we need it.
True. Yeah. I actually woke up at 9:30, came downstairs and fell asleep in the bath.
I stayed in bed with the cat.
I mean, there was water in the bath, you know.
You just can't in the bath.
Our bath's really good. I can wedge myself in it so my feet are on the bottom, and then I'm lying against the wall and I get really comfortable and fall asleep. Now there's no worry about me sliding under because my feet are wedged at the bottom.
So the plan is... Why are you looking at me like that? Tidy the living room, bring the cases down, finish the packing. Printed our Esters off, just in case, because they're being funny with them at the minute. Changed all the rules for them as well. So if you're doing new Esters, you have to put your middle name on them now. We never used to have to put your middle name.
And you have to do them 72 hours in advance. You can't do them last minute. We always do ours way in advance. Yeah. So we basically, because we go quite frequently, we just
trip anyway, weren't they? But we renewed them anyway, so that we get November in.
Yeah. For the price, it's like, what is it?
$14.
Yeah, $14. Never pay more than $14.
$14. If you're unsure, just ask on our page or anybody else's page, and they'll give you the correct link to go.
Yeah, because a lot of people will apply for you.
Went on the wrong one,
yeah, they will apply on your behalf and charge you a fortune for it, and they don't do anything that's difficult. I don't know if one of our neighbours is kicking a car door in, but it sounds bangy out there.
Someone just shutting a car door loud.
Oh, okay. Taxi sorted for tomorrow, isn't it?
Taxi sorted for tomorrow morning.
Yeah, so we're all good, other than the fact that we haven't packed anything yet.
Well, I've thrown some stuff in.
Yeah. Well, I've got all the camera stuff and I don't care about clothes. I can buy new clothes.
Well, I think I'd appreciate if you had some pants on to go to the plane. They like that.
Stop spoiling the secrets of vlogging.
No. You said you don't care about clothes, but the people who are on the plane will care that you have clothes on.
Anyway. Hi, Archie. We've noticed that Archie, if you don't stroke him for a little while and you start stroking him, every time you do it he does a little meow and it's dead cute. So I made a checklist and I checked it twice and I got rid of a few things. Decided I'm not going to do the chest mount because we've decided we're not going to bother with on-ride videos. My hand luggage now consists of this is actually going in my case because it's the bag I carry in the parks and it's got all sorts of chargers and stuff in. Anything with a battery is in here, and as you can see there's not much. The only thing we have to add in here is the GoPro, which is doing the time lapse now, and the iPad. Gemma's hand luggage is there, so what we're going to do is compile these two into one hand luggage, and then we'll just take one hand luggage with us because we don't need any more than that. Those need to go in the case as well. This is what I use to charge things, but I actually already also use travel chargers in this just because they got to USB. So one year I'm going to get myself a 4-way USB charger, and that's my little American one. And that's pretty much it packing wise, isn't it? We're just going to have some dinner because we're both starving because we forgot, and your dad visited and we got sidetracked. Everyone's very excited. And you, Jen? Jen?
What?
Jen, are you excited? What?
Thinks I'm eating food. You can smell the bacon. Thinks I've got it.
We burnt the bacon. Well, the bacon burned. Fish are all ready. Actually, I might give them a quick clean later on. And then we just need to do some pots and we're done. So unlike last year where we were running around at the last minute, this year we're done. Look at these two all snuggled up together. This doesn't happen very often. Alright, boys. They're both quite tense. I think they're just waiting for which one's going to bite the other one first. Hello.
Hello.
Whoa, that's some vivid light again.
It is, isn't it?
It looks worse on this screen than it does when it actually goes on the way.
Yeah.
We're pretty much done with packing now. So basically we're just going to go and pick Gemma's brother up later. You're just doing the pots, aren't you? Yeah. I'm going to pick Gemma's brother up later. We're going to have some dinner. And then that's us. And then tomorrow we start a whole new Florida vlog series, don't we?
We do.
Exciting. So, in the interests of getting this video online so you can actually watch it while we're flying, I'm going to call it there for the weekend and for the first weekly vlog of 2019.
Oh wow, it's 2019.
Mm.
I keep writing 2017 for some reason.
You went back in time.
Oh no, awful. I like proper delivery when I'm writing the date. I what year am I?
Anyway, thanks for watching and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. And probably in between in the little mini vlogs. Bye!
Bye!
Soggy hands.